Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai. First and foremost, want to give praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles and the elders who rule at Great Millstone, and a blessed sanitation to the Akims in the folk and the earth to push in the gospel and sincerity and truth. Shalom. I just want to touch on this article that I've come across on the Akim page. This is to feed the elect of the nation of Israel, the 144,000, and the 1/3 member of the chain, the nation of Israel. It said Pope Francis called for one world government to save humanity. So this devil at it, pushing hard for this new world order. It said Pope Francis called for a one world government and a political authority. Like this week argued that the creation of the one world government is needed to combat major issues such as climate change. Speaking with Ecuador El Universo newspaper, the Pope said that the United Nations doesn't have enough power and must be granted full governmental control for the good of humanity. He said, but what is raising eyebrow is the Pope called for a new global political authority. Here is more from the Guardian. It said Pope Francis will this week call for a change in lifestyle and energy consumption and advert the unprecedented destruction of the ecosystem. He said before the end of this century, according to a leaked draft of the papal encyclical in a document released by an Italian magazine on Monday. The pontificate will warn the failure to act would have grave consequences of all of us. He said Francis also called for a new global political authority task which tackling the reduction of population and development of poor countries and regions. His appeal includes that of his predecessor, Pope Benedict XVI, who in a 2009 encyclical proposed a kind of super UN to deal with the world economy problem and injustice. Right, so these devil gonna cause the chaos, and basically it's Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai gonna cause the chaos, but he can use these devils to do it. He can use these devils to do it, and cause this chaos. This economic crash coming, economic collapse coming, because these devils gonna set up the new world order, but they gonna cause the chaos, right? They said the word globalization mean exactly what it say. It is the process of transitioning the world into a global government. Religious leaders are playing their part in this great deception. Is a great deception, right? Because Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai didn't put everybody as one. In Genesis, when the kingdom of Babel, which is Nimrod kingdom, when they were setting up the kingdom of Babel, what the Most High do? The Most High come down and confirm the language. The Most High not dealing with everybody as one. The Most High not dealing with that, right? David Rockefeller famously said that the global crisis would have to occur before the people of the world would be willing to accept a new world order. And this is what these devil gonna do. Like I said earlier, that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai gonna use the devil to crash the economy system, to cause the chaos. And they gonna come in with a martial law troop, because they got famine, they got race war, then they come with a martial law troop, and that's how they're gonna make the microchip become monetary, the mark of Satan. This is the agenda, right? A motherfucker's Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai movie, right? It said when the world economy suffered a dramatic crash in 2008, world leader again proclaimed the need of a new world government with global financial control. So the Rothschild, they want to control everything. These devil greedy. They want to control everybody. They want to control it. And one of the main focus is to kill Jake. It's a annihilate Jake come off the face of the planet. There's a main focus. But Yahweh Hashem gonna destroy them. He gonna destroy them. Right? He said as a demonstrated by the Pope Francis, climate change and the global warming ox is now the global elite reform method of scaremongering as the attempt to shepherd humanity closer to unify the total Lithuanian. So like if I pronounce the word not too correct. Total Lithuanian rules. The word mean a system of government. Yeah, total Lithuanian. The word mean a total a system of government. Right? It's a total Lithuanian rule. Right? He said disturbingly, where religious leaders are also beginning to come together as one of the preach from the same hymn sheet, instructing their sheep to accept the component of the new world order. The new world order, one government. Christian thing do the same thing. Islam do the same thing. All these religion leaders gonna convince the congregation to accept the new world order, to take the chip. Yeah, this is with city. You understand? This is what gonna happen. That's why the man said this is a great deception. This is a great deception. And this also gonna be trying our faith. The elect of the nation of Israel, the 144,000 and the 1/3. They're gonna try our faith too. This is one of our biggest tests. And by the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua we overcome. Some we gonna be put to death. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua gonna put the spirit in us to endure whatever situation he brings us to try us. But 2/3 of people gonna be destroying this. And you heathens gonna be destroyed too. And the rest who survive going straight into captivity. Right? He said the instructing their sheep to accept the components of the new world order, one world government. He said, in case you miss it, world leader from a diverse collection of religious community called for the world unity in a video message released last week. It said the call for a world government led by Pope Francis. It said Ayatollah al-Minani and Dalai Lama and Rabbi Abraham Sukar, select to pronounce the word wrong. He said it's seen as a major step on the road to the new world order that was prophesied over 2,000 years ago. Like I said, the Most High gonna destroy this. He said the world religious leader came together on June 14. It was last week, to make a joint statement through a video calling want people to embrace ideas of friendship and unity and to overcome negativity and division in society. The Most High make the division. The Most High make that division. The Most High make that. You understand? The Most High divide the people with the inheritance. The Most High make the division. Right? This is pure wickedness. This is the Most High make the division. This is Isaiah chapter 24, verse 5, he said, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broke the everlasting covenant. Yeah, and defiled under the so-called Edomites. You know what I mean? The so-called white people. You know? Yeah, they change all the laws and break the everlasting covenants. Because the Most High Yahweh did separate these nations. He did separate them. He did separate them in the beginning. Alright, this is Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 8. He said, when the Most High had divided the nation, he said, Deuteronomy 32, verse 8, when the Most High divided the nations, their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. The Most High separated the sons of Adam, because we all come from Adam. So the Most High separated these nations and set bounds, give them their own inheritance. The Most High separated. Verse 9, for the Lord's portion is his people, Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. So the Most High separate these things, right? It's in reality, the call for global government by Pope Francis and other wealthy elitists has nothing to do with lifting up impoverished nation or saving humanity. Yeah, it's a lie. It's to control the people. It's to chip the people. There's a deception. It's to chip the people and get full control over the people, enslave the people forever. There's the agenda. There's these devils' agenda. But like I say, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to destroy that. He says such a government would instead guarantee global surveillance, global wealth, inequality, and a world run by the exact corrupt interests currently consolidating wealth and power worldwide. And there's the agenda to get power worldwide. You understand? This is the agenda, you know. But like I say, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to destroy that. Right? Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to destroy that. So there's the agenda to chip everybody, you know, to get a control out, and together they gotta cause the chaos. To cut this by this economy system gonna collapse. So they gotta cause the chaos, right? So they get famine, they get race war, then they're gonna bring in the martial law, and then they're gonna start chipping the people, right? That's kind of Revelation 13 and 16 and 17. He calls it all, that's roughly paraphrased, he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right eye and the forehead, right? And that no man may buy or sell, save he that had the mark, right? Except save he that had the mark. If you ain't got the mark, you can't buy or sell, and this will come in. That's what coming, you know. But you take the mark, you're going to be destroyed by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, because it's the mark of Satan, and you take the Satan on you, right? This is Job chapter 20 verse 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, when he's setting up his new world order, when this economy system crash, and the race war come, the family bring in the martial law troop and gather up the people and put them in FEMA camp, and chip everybody. Who take the chip, right? He said, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in strain, right? It can be difficulties, because the 144,001 not gonna take the chip. Some we gonna be put to death, and then they got the other rebellious people who not take the chip gonna be put to death. So you can be in strain, right? And in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in strain. It gonna be difficulties. Right? He said, every hands of the wicked shall come upon him. These are the nations, like Russia, Iran, China, North Korea, India, I think it's Libya, Syria. These countries can come down on him. The wicked, right? He say, verse 23, when he is about to fill his belly, when he chip everybody, when he chip chip the tutorial and all these other heathens gonna be chipped. When he about to fill his belly, right? And say, well, yeah, you have the control. You have the control now, right? The new world order established, right? He say, when he's about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him. Those missiles, the 200 million missiles will gonna be coming from these other nations. Most and also from the charity Yahweh and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Destroy America gonna be destroyed in 1 hour. When this new world order government set up, America gonna be destroyed in 1 hour. So the most are gonna destroy this new world order government. This not gonna stand. Because the Hebrew Israelite is the next ruler of this world, and we gonna rule forever under Yahweh Shai, the 12 and King David. We gonna rule forever. So this is good news to the elect and the nation of Israel. This is good news because this economy system gotta crash. This is good news. With that was edifying. I want to give our praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders who rule a great millstone, and a blessed sanitation to the Akims in the folk and the earth to push in the gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom.